It's awkward. All right. Hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? Gonna do another round 30 once again. And I'm praying that my computer does not want to do updates again because it did yesterday. It did it with Memo. But I have a special guest as always. I got Razyel Kayne. I hope I said that right. Razyel Kayne reviews. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Now, have you got it? Now, you showed me a couple of things. Have you got anything kind of new this week?
Yeah, actually, I skipped on the siege mold of this figure because I didn't want all the kibble that went around it.
The sled.
So this is I don't even know which collection. It's been sitting at Toys R Us forever.
Is that Cyberverse?
I think no. It just said generation on the box.
Oh, I think that's the one that came from that was a Walgreens exclusive kind of thing. I think there's a Jetfire and a Sideswipe, I think.
There was a Sideswipe, yeah. But this one's been for like 3 years. I've been going there, and he's always there. And I was worried about the size, but he's just a bit taller than Earthrise Megatron.
Yeah.
So
deluxe scale. Well, it might be Voyager.
Voyager class.
Yeah.
So, but he's like, hollow legs and But he transforms into some type of ship. But I mean, he just looks like the G1 character. So that's all. I thought, I don't have the siege mold, and 22 Canadian. So that's like 15 for you guys.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's less than the deluxe and everything. So that's good.
Yeah.
So. I want to say real quick, thank you so much, Ninja Bill. Man, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you so much. And Dare2727, thank you for becoming a new member. Really appreciate that. Hey, Ray, Ken, what's up? Let's see who else. Ultra Marcus, man, the sexiest voice in the world. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Marcus is an awesome dude,
isn't he? He is, man. Dude, when you hear his voice, panties just drop. I'm just gonna say that. Just gonna put it out there and everything.
There you go.
But thank you. But yeah, so first things first. You haven't been doing review. Well, technically you're not. I guess you're kind of doing reviews, but tell everybody what kind of channel you have and how long you've been doing it, and what you're doing with your channel right now.
My channel focuses so far on voice acting, because I've been watching a lot of YouTubers in the past 5 years for Rodimus Primal, and then eventually it trickled down to Kato and Patriot Prime, and then you, and then the Rejecticons, and now there's so many people on my list I can't even watch it all.
Yeah,
but this year, I was like late last year, I was starting to think about doing toy reviews, and then I caught a live stream. I think it was September when War for Cybertron Siege came out. And it was a live stream with PPR, Kato, and Rodimus Primal. And voice acting was something that everybody complained. And then on Facebook, everybody complained. So I'm like, okay.
No, on Facebook? No.
Yeah, Facebook is a complaint station.
And Twitter, too.
Oh, I don't have Twitter. I don't
Me
Twitter.
neither.
No.
Dropped it.
So, good. So then because of all the complaints, I'm like, all right, well, let's look, was it really that good? So back then, so I rewatched again all the shows, G1 and Beast Wars. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I was by December, I was thinking maybe I should do something. And then I mentioned it in a comment on one of Kato's video that I was thinking about it. And he said, well, the moment you do, let me know. I'm like, okay, well, if he's interested, maybe somebody else will. And I got a stand, I got a microphone, and eventually just started doing voice acting. And I started with Dan Gilvezan, who was my first video.
Okay.
And it's a lot more work, honestly, than I thought at first it was going to be. Because, I mean, a toy review, from what I hear, you guys can do it within about a day. You film it, you edit it.
Other than that, early about 3 hours. It matters what the size. Legend scale different, from a deluxe to a MP scale. MP scale usually takes a little harder to transform. But you can do a deluxe siege figure. I can do one probably about 2 hours, give or take.
Okay, so my videos take about 20 hours.
Golly.
Yeah, and it's you have to research, do the script, and you never know what you're going to find or not find in research.
Yeah.
Chris Latta, who passed away in the 90s, it was really hard because there's nothing online about him. There's no interviews from any Comic Cons or TF Cons or not that I found when I was doing research. There's a lot of stories about Chris Latta.
Yeah.
Because the guy was
talented.
Almost
he did a lot of
talented, but also kind of a maniac that everybody loved.
Yeah.
So. It was it was very interesting to research all that, and then I found Michael Bell did the voice of Razyel in the Legacy of Kayne franchise, which I got my name from. Well, my gamer tag at the time.
Somebody just asked if that's where you got your name after.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Clinical. Hey, who's in the Memos there? I just want to say hi. Hi, Inutiabi. Yeah, I just saw that you posted something too. Sorry that we're overstepping.
Sorry about that, man. But I did plan this. I posted this about a couple of days last week or something like that. So.
Oh yeah. So, but I felt a little bad. But I'll watch it in Utabi. Promise.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll definitely watch it.
So, and I just want to, before I forget, quick shout out to. I know right now my family is watching, and some of my friends. So quick shout out to them, but especially to my sister, which she made a point to tell me that I did not mention her when I was doing my stuff with Kato last time.
Oh, well.
So I have a sister, and she's amazing.
I'm better than Kato, so that's better. It's all right. Just kidding. I love Kato. Kato is the reason why I still do reviews.
But it's funny because you're the reason he started doing reviews.
Yeah, he says that, but I don't believe that.
Yeah, but the same, like he gave me my last push to start. So he gave you a push to start again.
Exactly.
So
that's also so it's something different. That's the reason why you're doing it. But you also said that you want to start also doing toy reviews or anything. So when do you think you'll maybe kick into that? Are you going to do both? Or are you still going to do the voice acting?
Oh yeah. I'm still doing voice acting. Like my toy reviews, I probably won't do transformations. But I mean, it's fun. A way to keep generating content. Because that's something, hearing all the great YouTubers, that's something that, if you don't generate content, then eventually people will just stop watching. Yeah. And there's so much replay you can get out of one video. So I want to do that. I don't know, like how extensive I'll be. And, I only have the mainline War for Cybertron stuff.
Oh, that's fine.
I do have, I have one Bayverse that my mother-in-law got me. A big Bumblebee, nice. He's deluxe he's a leader of Voyager class. It's pretty big. I transformed him once because I didn't have any instructions. And then after that, he's just being displayed. I mean, Bayverse is not my stuff, but he's a solid figure. Honestly, the transformation was a little more challenging, so it's still fun.
Was it the leader class? Was it the later class of Bumblebee, probably? From Dark of the Moon?
I think it's bigger than that. He's almost as big as Beast War Megatron, so Voyager class.
Okay. Yeah. So he's smaller than the leader class then. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I had the leader class Bumblebee. Okay. Very nice.
So great. Oh, Kato's there. Howdy, folks.
Yeah, there's Kato.
We were just talking about you, praising you, Kato.
Nah, I just said that you're the reason why I do reviews, Kato, and that's the reason why and everything. But so you do different. So you're going to go into when do you think that you'll dip your toes in the?
I don't know because first one thing I've been postponing is getting a backdrop because I don't have white walls. I don't have and I want to get something from Toy Hacks, and I'm trying to check which backdrop is nice but isn't used. I know Inutabi uses the outside of the Autobot arc, I don't want to. I really want to not copy anyone. So I'm to an extent. I
just do. I use a picture a tint. A little tent. That's where you see mine. Well, when I open up, I'm in my room, and then I put my little tent up, and that's what I use. It's simple. It's really easy. You don't have to have a
I love how you end your videos. You're on the floor, on your belly.
Oh, floor time.
Floor time. Just what's the best place to play? It's on the floor.
Well,
So
that's the thing. It brings you back as a child. I mean, I get my little fat ass down there, and I have to get back up all the time. But that was my little thing to get away, to be different from what everybody else is. It was
yeah,
floor time. I like to go on the floor. That's what you just remember as a kid and everything. So there's a long story. I've said it several times, but that's one of the things that I try to distance myself from other reviewers is floor time. So it's.
but exactly, we all look for our little niche,
Yeah,
and I think voice acting
exactly.
was, a good way for me to, because ultimately, I wanted to do this to be able to interact with people. Like M3
Hmm.
nailed it. Yes, in your 30
Oh yeah,
minutes
around 30.
last week, is that I wanted to talk with you guys,
Yeah,
and you know what? I kind of do. I mean, it's the fact that
yeah.
Cato invited me on his show, and then you invited me, and that was just like so rewarding. Like, I get to be part of this awesome community.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
no
we do it for.
politics, no bullshit, no
Yeah,
Trump anti-Trump, like nothing.
yeah,
Just Transformers,
yeah,
the and then the only politics we talk about is the Cybertronian politics.
yeah. Well, that's the reason why we did it. I mean, I started this. I started it around 30, about a year or two ago, and it was just to bring people together. To bring the community together, just give people a little platform, and not as a huge platform because I'm not that big, but it's just something that you can get together, talk
You're
about
over five
Transformers.
thousand. It's
Yeah.
over five
So
thousand. It's you're getting bigger.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So um, Oh, everybody! I did put his link to his YouTube and to his Instagram. It is there. I know I put it there because I checked right before I got on. Go definitely sub to this guy and definitely follow him on Instagram. Give him some love. Show everybody. Show the small YouTubers. That we're still around and everything.
Thanks.
Um, so favorite character and why is he or she your favorite character?
Favorite character, favorite Autobot is Sunstreaker.
Oh, Kato,
Because
just like
yeah,
Kato.
well, that's why I started following Kato. Actually, he mentioned that
Okay.
in a stream with Rodimus Primal, and I'm like, okay, I gotta check this guy out. So Sunstreaker, because as a teenager slash young adult, I was probably as arrogant, but not as good looking as Sunstreaker. I
Yeah.
was at work. People, I was the best, and that's nice, Kato, hanging your. That's pretty cool. But yeah,
Thank you,
I
sir.
am wearing pants. I don't know if I should not have.
No, you don't, you're not supposed to wear pants when you get on these things. No,
Ah,
I don't
I'm
care. I'm
so
wearing
sorry.
pants. I'm wearing
I'm
pants
new.
today. I'm wearing
I'm new.
pants today.
Okay,
Sorry.
but yeah. So Sunstreaker, because I am,
Okay.
being younger, I was, and then favorite Decepticon was probably Devastator. Like I always loved the
Okay.
idea of a combiner,
Yeah.
being. But it's funny as a kid, I always wondered like if Devastator could transform.
Hmm.
Like go an extra step and transform into a vehicle, like what he would be, and would that be cool? But now growing up, I'm like, yeah, I don't think that would actually work. As a toy, it would be a complete nightmare.
It's just been terrible. Yeah, but
But
yeah,
yeah,
that's not bad. Not
so
bad, sir. So Sunstreaker, Autobot, Devastator, and everything. Larkin, thank you so much for coming in. Maui, Ral 79. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Thank y'all so much for coming in, man. Like I said, stuff is in the description. Go sub to this guy and everything. Okay. All right. So favorite character and everything. So I'm trying to think. What I'm trying to think of is
I'm trying
where
to
do
adapt your question, eh?
well, no, well, yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to think of with that everything. So, with who do you got lined up? Like, what other voice actor? Because there's as far as Transformer wise,
Oh,
there's quite
sorry,
a
I forgot to
bit.
pick it up. I wanted to be
So, I
ready
mean,
for that.
there's who's going to be the next voice actor?
This guy, I'm gonna do.
Oh,
I've
okay.
I've actually just finished recording the voice. It's been kind of a
That's
hectic
going to be a
week.
good one. That's going to be a
Well,
good one.
he was a lot more. He was harder to research because again, he passed in '86.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Was it
anyway,
86? He passed me in
oh
86.
yeah, yeah, like 80,
Wow.
not long after. Maybe it was or maybe it was after that. But anyway,
Wow.
it'll be the correct date. Will be in my video.
Yeah. Of
But I
course.
just finished recording. But it's been a hectic week with my 3-year-old who's bruised beyond belief right now for no reason. Decided
Dude,
today to stuck cereal up his nose, and
why not?
Play-Doh in his
Pennies
ears.
will next. Pennies will be next, and you have to go to the
Yeah.
emergency room, and
Yeah,
I did that.
exactly. He
I
snapped
did
the
that.
door on his finger. Like it's been
Ooh.
a rough week, so I haven't had the chance that much to record. But I finished recording, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do all the editing for Sunday.
Okay, nice.
So
Now, are you doing G1 mainly? So,
yep, because that's what was great.
well, are you going to go into I'm not harping anything, but Beast Wars has some really
Oh,
great
I'm
voice acting
definitely
too.
to
Okay.
me, Beast War is G1. Like
Okay.
there's the Beast War, haters,
Yeah.
but the fact that the first episode they mentioned, remember Rat Trap, the Great War, or was it Cheetor anyway? And then after that, they brought in all the little cameos and hints, and
Yep.
it's G1. And that Ravage that they just released for
Yeah. Oh, for Transart? It's
yeah,
beautiful. It's
too
beautiful. I
expensive
love
for
it.
me, like 60 some bucks
I
for
love it,
a
man.
legends kind of legend
No,
class.
it's not Legends. No, it's MP scale.
Oh,
It's a good.
really?
It's good. Yeah.
Okay,
It's not
well,
Legend
maybe I'll,
scale.
I'll have to reconsider then.
It's good.
But yeah, I definitely want to. Like my idea was to do progression like G1 and then do Beast Wars.
Yeah.
And then rewatch Machine and try, but it's the same voice actors, so because I don't cover character. Like I'm the
Yeah.
opposite of Rodimus Primal. He takes one character and shows
It
you
does.
everything
Yeah.
about it, and he's good at it. So I wanted to do, okay, let's take this voice actor and then
Yeah.
show everybody a little
There's
bit
some
of
really good
everything.
ones in Beast Wars. Yeah. Scott
Oh yeah,
McNeil. I mean, they're just there's a
exactly. So
great list of them. So that's going to be fun. I can't wait to
yeah,
watch those when your
but then
picture
after
gets released
that,
and everything.
Armada. It's again kind of the same, not the same crew, but at least Gary Chalk and
Yeah,
David
Gary
Kay.
Chocolate's Optus Prime and
And
everything's so good. Yeah.
so and it's I try to I'll work on an actor like I mentioned it with Kato. I'll work on an actor if I can find positive stuff about him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll mention it again. Casey Kasem, I probably will never review, although he's integral in Transformer. He's been Cliff Jumper, and he's Teletran 1, and he's Blue Streak, and other characters. But the relationship he had with the others and with the writers, and nobody has any good story about him.
Yeah.
And I don't want to bring that out. Like, I don't want to badmouth. I want to keep this channel super positive.
Oh yeah, that's understandable.
And I'll just skip him. And maybe there's others. I won't do every actor, every character, because that'd just be crazy. But I don't think I'll go out of Transformers.
Okay.
Most of them working for Sunbow. They worked for GI Joe. So it's I won't. I honestly I haven't rewatched GI Joe or He-Man and Thundercats. I haven't watched those shows in years. Not that I won't. I'm starting to feel like, okay, maybe I should. But I really want to stick to the Transformers. Yeah,
that's
and eventually maybe do a series review. I was thinking about doing that.
Okay.
So
nice.
that's why I rewatched also all of G1 and Beast Wars. Beast Machine, I haven't got to it yet. I watched the whole thing of Armada for the first time. Like I had never got it before, and
the kids kill me. But
it's
not
compared to the
terrible.
No, I mean no. These kids weren't useful to.
No, they were annoying.
They triggered the mini cons, and then after that, they're just there too much. Like
I have to rewatch it again. It's been a while since I watched it.
Well, I stopped after Armada. I tried Energon, and I'll have to rewatch it again eventually because I want to get the whole story. But Energon and Cybertron, it's the animation, and then Megatron's back. We don't know why. Like maybe it's going to be explained, but like But Armada was good for colors, and the animation was good. Voice acting was okay. It was actually really good. They had good character story arcs, so that's interesting.
The long transformations what got me, especially with Energon and Cybertron, where they were flying up in the city, and they took like 5 minutes, and there's only like a 25-minute cartoon, so you're taking almost 10 minutes to the transformation. You're like, come on, man.
Absolutely. Well, it was the Sailor Moon era.
Yeah.
But
it's like Stop transforming. We don't have to see Optimus Prime transform 15 times in the thing. And it's just like,
Yeah, and then
hey, what's up,
Power Link. And
DFS,
you still try to pronounce that? I gave
There
up.
it is. He knows who it is. But thank y'all so much for coming in, man.
He's
All
a
right,
cool
so that's
guy.
yeah, he is. So let me ask some personal questions. Not really personal, but I always say this: if you could have one last meal, but I don't want anything to happen to you, what would that last meal be?
Wow. One last meal. Okay, it's gonna be my mom's cheese pie. That thing
Which
is.
is
It's a graham breadcrumbs.
okay.
Okay, a crust with a mix of Philadelphia cheese, Eagle brand, and a little bit of lemon juice. You just
Okay.
whip it into a cream. So it's not a
Okay.
cheesecake. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't really stand on its
Oh,
own. So it's
okay.
really creamy. And she used to put like a cherry icing on it, like
Yeah,
jelly
or
type stuff.
strawberry or
And
something. Yeah.
I just whip that out. It's gross, and I just eat the pie. So like
Okay.
if that's my last thing, yeah, that's definitely it.
I've never heard it called that. Now, I mean, we have cheesecake, and everything because it's real. I love
Yep.
cheesecake, one of my favorite things, but I've never heard it say that, man. Okay, that's very nice.
Really
Memo
good.
keeps saying McRib. Every time I ask this question, someone says McRib.
McRib. I do miss the McRib.
Yeah, I don't.
It's been a
I
while.
don't think it's on. I don't think the McRib's out right now. I think they
Oh,
took it down
sorry, lost
again.
my earpiece.
That's okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, so that's good. So if you could have
Yep.
one special, like a special power or a mutant power, what would that be and why?
That's funny. I'm a huge X-Men fan. So the go-to would be probably Wolverine. That as a kid I would have went with Wolverine, the claws, the
Yeah.
healing factor.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up, probably X-Man from the Age of Apocalypse.
Okay.
So super telekinesis and
Oh,
psychic
okay.
ability.
Nice.
He's like a younger version of Cable, who's not been
Okay.
hindered by the techno-organic
Yeah.
virus. So
That's the first time somebody said that. Yeah.
so yeah, probably X-Man. Well, his power, he's just
Wow.
very powerful.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's the first time that's been said. I'm glad you didn't say the. I don't know which one was it. Was it X-Men 3, the movie where the guy had spikes and he had to hug you to that? I forgot who that was.
Oh yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that?
I remember. I think he was the ride from Spike from the X-Men. What was there was the 90s X-Men,
Yeah.
which were awesome. Then they had like another X-Men animated show that
Yeah.
followed with Wolverine and the X-Men. And I think he's derived from one of the character in there, Spike.
But could
But
he? Well, in Nils, couldn't he not throw the spikes or something?
maybe, yeah, I think he
I think
did.
they because I could have swore it was some of it like it was coming out of his hand or something like that.
Well, he had
I
some
don't
spikes
know.
all over, and eventually he could build it into an armor
Well, that dude on
or
X-Men 3 was just he hugged somebody and killed
hug
him. I'm
somebody.
just like,
Yeah,
are you serious? I
I
would
mean,
be mad if I had
that
that.
movie was terrible. I mean, the X-Men franchise paved the way for modern X-Men, modern superhero movies.
Hmm.
Like if we had not had X-Men, Spider-Man would not have happened, and then Iron Man would not have happened.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Like it's
Wasn't
because
Spider-Man around that time? When did
yeah,
X-Men come?
well, X-Men was late 90s, like 99, and Spider-Man was
2000, when it
2000 ish.
2001 ish or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So X-Men paved the way for the first one, and it was an amazing movie. And no, Moreau, I know who you're talking to. That's why I love Kato. He knows the same stuff I do. But yeah, Moreau was from the 90s. She was like a new generation of X-Men that could take bones out of her body and replace them. So she would pull
Hmm.
swords. And yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking something. Maybe that's who I was thinking of. I don't know, but I could have swore there was someone that shot spikes, like they were shooting out of their hands or something like that. Or
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
there was
know.
one in the movie. And yes, clinical. I am from Canada, Quebec.
Yes. Oh, he is from Canada. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I knew there was one, but that guy, I don't think that was him that was in that movie. I don't because he didn't shoot him out of his hands or anything like that. Or I may
Yep.
be thinking of something else too. But
But
I could
there's
have
so many
swore
X-Men's that they
that is true.
tried and
There's yeah.
powered.
There's
There
yeah. I
was
mean,
that maggot guy who, his intestine came out, ate stuff, and then went back in.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not.
was.
I know X-Men, but I don't know X-Men. Like I don't. I'm not. I didn't read a bunch of the comics back in the day, so
Yeah.
there were tons of mutants I probably don't even know. That existed and everything.
Yeah, and they tried to, make new ones, and Disney came in and kind of. Well, Marvel was going down before Disney came in, but now it's even
Oh yeah,
worse.
because they sold a bunch of their I mean, well, they sold Spider-Man, they sold
Yep.
Fantastic Four, they sold a bunch of their franchises and everything. And now Marvel is like, hey, we got something good going on. Let's get everybody back over here. I wish it would happen. I really do. I wish Marvel would get everything back, and we could just get movies on all that stuff and everything.
Well, modern X-Men would have been, there was way to bring in the X-Men into the continuity. With Captain Marvel, they should have had the end of Captain Marvel being Rogue and the Brotherhood steal her power, so that Rogue became powerful.
Yeah,
that's what happened in the comics. So they could have brought in the mutants that way, or even in WandaVision when she shifts reality and they have that Pietro from the. I'm like, that's perfect. No, he's not the same guy. Like they just use the same actor to play the same character, but he's not the same character.
Yeah.
I was disappointed. I'm like, Wanda would have been the perfect gateway for modern day X-Men.
Oh, there were tons of rumors. I mean, later, Ninja Bill, thank you so much for stopping by, man. Take
care, man.
Magneto, there was a big rumor that Magneto was supposed to be in this. Right when I think episode 3 or 4 or something, there was a big rumor that. Big rumor, Doctor Strange was supposed to be in there. I know he's not a mutant or anything, but Doctor Strange was supposed to be in there, but they cut him out.
So they had the perfect opportunity to bring in the X-Men, but they didn't. I mean, at this point, I don't think it's possible to properly introduce mutants in this continuity. I don't see it.
I've seen there's so many rumors. I mean, so many movies coming up right now that they're supposed to introduce them and everything. Eventually they will.
Look at Kato. Kato's right. Kato just said it. That's exactly what should have happened.
Yeah. See.
So
good. All right. Well, cool. Yeah, I'm talking about X-Men. I don't know a whole lot, but I think they'll find a way and everything. So, so as far as like Transformers, what do you want to see from Transformers? Like next, like we have Kingdom. We're still got stuff coming from Kingdom, which I'm excited. Well, what do you see? What do you want to see from Transformers to keep Transformers alive, another 10, 20, 30 more years?
Oh, I want Transformers to go on forever. Okay, so a couple of things. First, toy-wise, I want Transmetals. Because I skipped on Cheetor. I skipped on Optimus Primal. I think I have all of the others, and I'm waiting on Rhinox, who's pre-ordered, and Tigertron. Nice. And I'm hoping they do Pterosaur and maybe Waspinator, but I've never been that much of a fan of that character.
Waspinator is going to be made. Yeah. I think he'll be made.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
So he'll be made. But I want to see Transmetal because I want a Transmetal 1 or Transmetal 2. Optimus Primal, and I want the Transmetal to Cheetor. Like he was so badass compared to the other two. So toy wise, that's what I want. I'd like the continuity of After Kingdom on the show to see, but so far they've announced that they're doing that new show on Nickelodeon. And then the premise is, I guess it's going to be another mostly kid show that's going to grow up to be an adult show when they realize that kids aren't watching, but daddy's watching. It always happens. So that show, they say they're going to bring in a new faction that's going to try to find its place between the two other existing faction and their human family that adopted them. Like right there, humans again. Yeah. So I want a show more like Cyberverse. Cyberverse was for kid, but there was no humans. Absolutely none. You've never seen a human. Yeah. You saw in season 2 Megatron and Optimus talking to the camera, talking to humans, saying them, we're doing this, be careful, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you never saw a human. So that was perfect. Like I miss the G1 humans. Honestly, I loved Spike, Chip, Dr. Ockerville, Marissa Fairborn. They were good characters. Like Carly was good. They lost that along the way. Now they're kids. They're annoying. They're there just to sometimes further the plot, but it's really rare. And
Yeah.
they could have had more characters, Transformers characters, rather than having humans. So,
Yeah.
but what I would love to see is we're 1,000 years after Optimus
Oh,
Primal
yeah.
and the Beast Wars, and the whole G1 continuity, and just start fresh.
New characters.
New
Yeah.
characters,
Yeah.
have
I've always said that.
maybe keep the factions, but it worked well with Beast Wars, new factions.
Mm-hmm.
So, they could be linked, descendants of the Maximals and the Predacons, and then they turn into both animals, but they don't have to be on Earth. They could be just floating in space, still on Cybertron. And so they to have a whole new, fresh take. It would ensure that fans, either you don't like it and you stop watching it, but then you wouldn't bitch about it that, oh, this character is not designed properly and this should be a truck, not a monkey. And
because you wouldn't know.
Exactly, like there'd be new characters. Like, okay, maybe this one looks like Sunstreaker, but his name is Bobby Joe, and he transformed into a Lamborghini, but he's a different personality. Like that'd be just. I think that's what we need. A bit like Power Ranger. They never rebooted. They never. They had new shows that just kept moving on. So Power Rangers fans don't bitch at other Power Rangers fans that much. Like from what I can tell.
I don't know. I don't know if they.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't hate on each other like Bayverse and G1ers, and oh god, it's getting old, So
Dude,
yeah, a fresh
Beast Wars and G1. I mean, just mention that to a Beast Wars fan. That, they go back and forth and everything. It's fun. Hey, brother Kyle, thank you so much for coming in, man. That's a good
brother
dude.
Kyle.
Man. He's a good dude. But yeah, I've always mentioned that. And that's one of my questions I used to ask is, would you be interested in new character? Like, they would still have the G1 lore, they would know what G1 was. They knew what Optimus Prime, but it was, like you said, 1,000 years in the future. Yeah. It was different characters. That would be awesome.
It could be just after Beast Wars and forget Beast Machine, because you still need Cybertron as a technological world.
Yeah.
Not that organic religious crap. And it could, if they go from there.
Yoga or something like that. I don't know.
But it'd be so good, like, just to have a fresh, have like a female leader, and that's one thing. Maybe this is gonna be
a female leader. Okay.
Yeah, but unpopular opinion, because I've seen a lot of like that video where you show that optional girl stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, she looks good. She's awesome. But one thing I don't get is the sexualization of Transformers.
Yeah.
Not that they're not nice figures, like Nicey, that third party Nicey.
Yeah, I have Nicey.
She's a good Transformer. She's a good figure. But then you have people on Facebook. They have a Facebook group where she does sex with every other Transformers. Like, why?
Yeah. Well, why
would you? Well, you have those people, but I mean, it's the fact that that's one thing. Like, people were asking me one time, like, what do you think about how women can enjoy Transformers? I'm like, well, first, there's no rape. Right there. It's because, but if you bring sexualization of characters, some figures look nice, but I mean, I'd prefer Transformers to remain both male and female. We don't know how they really get babies, proto forms, and but I mean, that figure will look really
I got a review. I've not reviewed Nicey. I have never reviewed her. I need to. I got her, and messed around with her and everything, but I just didn't. And that sounds bad. I didn't mess around with her like that. But I've yet to review her, so I definitely need to get her out and review and everything. And you just mentioned something really good. Do you think? And that's the question. Do you think the more than I want to say 90% of the fandom that are males? Do you think they would accept a female leader?
Why not? I mean, we're in 2021. I mean,
I understand that, but
there's so many old prejudice that you still hear about in the world. And now maybe we're getting off topic or political, but
no, it's not. But 35 years of Transformers. Not even
I mean,
close for having a female to be
Elita
a
won in
leader.
the show, like in the Seed show in
Oh yeah, she was
Earthrise.
better. Yeah, she was better.
She was a better leader than Optimus, mainly because he was a terrible character in that
The voice
line.
acting too. Yeah, the voice
Yeah,
acting too.
well, I mean, that's because the
That's a
voice.
good
He's not a
question.
voice actor.
Yeah.
And to his credit, he's a great impressionist. Like I've watched his videos where he imitates Peter Cullen and a dozen other people. He's good at it, but he's not an actor. So when you add emotion, you can't add emotion that you get Batman talking through Optimus Prime. You know,
Yeah.
like, you have to forgive me. Come on.
Yeah. The now sometimes he was fine. It's just when he
Yeah,
I think we got it when he got higher pitch and it was yelling or screaming. It's like it just didn't fit.
Well, just right there, the voice director should have said, wait, Optimus never screams. Like he did, you know. So why is this one though? Because he's younger and he's growing into. No, well, that's what Peter Cullen said. You know that his brother always told him, you know, don't be a Hollywood hero. You know, just be gentle. Be strong enough to be gentle. Never scream. Never. And Peter always did that. But then you have this Optimus who keeps yelling all the time. I'm like, you know, and he's begging Megatron to forgive him. In what universe would that happen?
No,
it's
weird.
I can't wait for Kingdom, but at the same time, I know we will all be disappointed by Kingdom because it won't be David Kay, it won't be Gary Chalk. Megatron will probably say no instead of yes. Like they're gonna mess it up so bad. But then, you know, more power to me because I'm going to complain about it.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I mean, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. But like you said, they're fine. I mean, they're just fine. I watch them and then I go on about my day. But man, that's a good question, man. If the fandom would be all right with a female leader, is there?
I'm sure they
like I say, it's 2021. Understand that and everything, but still, this is a stubborn fandom. I mean, we fight over Rumble is red, Frenzy is blue, whatever. We fight over everything.
Exactly. As long as you don't call her Optimus Prime or you know, some very feminine variation of that, people won't complain. Like you have, you know, a descendant of Elita or something. I mean, some of the greatest characters in Transformers were, you know, RC and Black Arachnia, Air Razor. They're all female, and you know they're good personality, good. They can get the job done. So I think we'd be. I mean, maybe there's some part of the world where they just wouldn't air the show because it's not socially accepted to have a female leader. But I mean, North America, if you're not open to that, then you've missed something somewhere. I'm just saying it. Like, but I don't want to get too political. But
that's fine. What's up, Crayon? Thank you so much for everything. Tony, if I missed anybody come in, I am so sorry. Thank y'all so much for coming in, man. Once again, check out his stuff. I got his YouTube and his Instagram in my description. So we got one more question. And, all right. Good. Where do you see your channel in 5 years? Where would you like to see it?
I would like to be, I don't know, at least 1,000. Like I'm guessing that's, you know, maybe I'm lowballing it. I'm at 46 because today I lost 2 subscribers. So it happens.
It happens.
And you know, it could be just YouTube deleting people like they did to every other YouTuber recently. So I'm at 46 right now. By the end of this year, I'd like to be maybe at 75. You know, like I just want to have fun and doing it.
Everybody right now, y'all need to go. Like I said, the description, there's his YouTube channel and his Instagram. Y'all go sub right now. Come on now.
Instagram. I have more Instagram followers than YouTubers, and I hardly post that much there. Yeah. I want to get there. I want to do more live stream. Like, I mean, Kato and you have given me great opportunity. There's somebody else that I don't want to drop name, but somebody else that they mentioned that they would want to have me on a live stream, and I'm super excited. Yes, you do, but it was just something in the comment, and no, I don't want to name drop, and then he feels like, oh, I have to now. So, but yeah, no. It's if it happens, it happens.
It will,
but I'd like
We'll get
to,
you.
one thing I did mention to Kato, I'm like, when Kingdom comes out and you guys all get together for a live stream about the show, I'd like to
Yeah.
be, I'd like to be
Oh yeah,
to be there to be able to talk about the voice acting, So,
definitely,
but
yeah.
that's my goal. I don't want to be like the groupie, but sometimes I can like
That's Kato. Shh.
yeah
It's okay.
yeah,
It's okay.
but
He's my favorite groupie. I'm his groupie because we're
yeah.
gonna have a
I'm
good time at
totally.
TFCon.
This is a T-shirt I got from Rodimus Primal's
Oh,
Teespring store.
nice. Very
And
nice.
I'm Rodimus Primal. I'm totally his groupie.
Yeah.
He,
He's a good
like,
dude. He's a
oh
good
yeah,
dude.
yeah. I've
I really
interacted a
like him.
couple times with him, and he's always, nice. He doesn't have much time because he's super
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
But I resemble that remark.
Oh, I'm your biggest fan, Kato. You know
Yeah.
that. Dude, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on, man. It was an honor to have you on, as always. I mean, anytime you want to come on, man, you are always welcome back. If you want to do a live thing with me, say, hey, are you doing anything live anytime? And I'll be like, well, yeah, right now I am. Because you asked if you want to do something. And I love going live and
I
talking to
appreciate
people
that. That's
and
really
get to
cool.
chit chat with everybody and everything. Like I said, everybody, please go sub to his stuff, man. It's really good. He's going to start doing some reviews later on, but right now it's voice acting, but they are really good. So watch them; they're really good. His latest one he has right now is Greg Berger, and
Yep.
I've started watching it, and it's pretty good. So definitely, I think you did
Thank you.
Sue. You did Sue.
I did Sue Blue, who's an amazing woman.
Yep. Really
Peter
talented.
Cullen, Chris Latta, Corey Burton, Michael Bell, and Dan Gilvezan, Chris Latta. Yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
So,
Very nice.
and the next one is
Scatman.
Scatman, and
That's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one. Everything.
Thank you.
Yeah. Once again, thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all for taking time. A busy schedule as always to come watch my little channel. And like I said, go sub to this guy. Go sub to everybody else. Go sub to Kato, Larkin, Inutabi. Who else came in here? I think it has channel. Anybody has a channel, just look them up. You got to support the small time YouTubers. Ultra Marcus, man, go support him. He's talented. He's just come on now. TFN page. He just came on. He's a talented.
Ben Bryan's like another Canadian. Yes,
he's a good dude. Yeah, go definitely sub to him and everything. So, I guess I'll see y'all in the next round 30. And as always, be good to yourself. Hell Hasbro, and good night, folks. Y'all take care. All right. And have a great weekend. Happy Memorial Day.
You too, man. Take care.
Oh, Sunday. Sorry, one more thing. Sunday, I got Kaz. I got Casual Toy Collector on at 6:00 my time, Central Standard Time. So if y'all want to watch that, it's another good dude. So if y'all want to come on, hit me up and we'll get you on. All right, y'all take care.
And one last thing, today is JJ Prime's 1-year anniversary.
Yes, go support him too.
I totally forgot. I wanted to mention that. I know he's not in the chat right now, but he was doing a live thing.
I went and said hi to him,
so
and he said
good stop motion.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him on sometime too as well. He's a good dude. I'm gonna get him on as well, hopefully. So yeah, go check him out. I went and said hi to him and said good congratulations and everything. So take care, guys, and love you like step cousins. All right, that's a Southern saying.